making sure I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Look into the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. Now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That's fine. Yeah. Tight is on the Ringo. 319. Check.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Zoom.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vinny Curry in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
319. Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And pressure gets to him again. Kendall Beckwith in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Force. 3.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands.
guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Fitzpatrick going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Well, as Green Bay comes back onto the field here, one more nugget on that Week 1 victory over the Bears. We talked about the comeback, and it's their 100th year of football in Green Bay, but what's the stat that our guru Ed Brady passed along to you?
It says that the Packers were combined 0 and 111 when trailing by 17 or more points to start the fourth quarter in their storied history.
And that's hard to believe. I mean, you said storied. For all the wins they've had, I would have thought there was a comeback like that in there at some point, but there was not.
One would think that. I guess Green Bay would say, well, most of the time we were in the league.
Good point. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Cobb was really good Week 1 in that win over Chicago. 142 yards and 9 catches, and the game-winning score.
Yeah, 75 yards. That broke it open late and allowed Green Bay to come back and nip Chicago almost at the buzzer. Seemingly on the trade block in the offseason. Many thought that his productivity had declined to the point that he wouldn't get back to his Pro Bowl level. Well, on Sunday night in the season opener, certainly seems like Randall Cobb has his old form back.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Hey, check 26, 319.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Quan Alexander coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Rodgers to throw on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in Week 1, unfortunately there was some bad, quite a few injuries, and the toughest one, Delanie Walker with that knee injury, he's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Keanu Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt, came back, left again. He's gone for the season as well with an ACL.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's put the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Lavonte David coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right?
You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in Week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kendall Beckwith pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Crosby on now to kick it away. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 32 that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The first carry here for Jacquizz Rodgers. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
319.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
26.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a...